The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everybody, this is Jack and I'm getting ready to show my screen and for another training. Let me know what you see. So see if it all works with my audio. Hi Arlene, glad you could make it today. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cover the content in a PowerPoint presentation. You're having kind of an overview what you all get, and then we're going to go over in details, and actually we will try to get Arlene, who kind of created the tutorials PDFs, so we will do that part together. So in my mind everything looks good. Let me know if the audio is well, and then we can start with it. Hi Ada. So see if my presentation works. So the business directory is managed by myself, and the program and support, if you send a support ticket, is handled by Ashika, and the tutorials are created by Arlene. So we will go over the training in detail in 1 hour. So kind of will be a packed full training today, and I hope you will learn a lot. So the first training is how to get started, a quick overview, how to order domain name and those kind of things. So that will be part 1. Part 2 is kind of a monetizing part, how to get leads, and we will show that that you can get those leads in an easy way. Then the second part is of monetizing the emails for the prospecting. Then you want to set up the plans and getting ready for getting clients. We created a new PDF dedicated for exporting the business directory leads to SendEagle, and the same we did exporting the business directory to Instant Reply. Whatever you have, SendEagle or Instant Reply, it will work. It is explained in those PDFs. So you don't need to go to any other PDF to find that information, and you can just look up straight to this PDF. So I got those questions a couple of times in support, and so we created dedicated PDFs for that. So just a quick overview for the client getting funnel. For the emailing prospecting, you get a customized link in the email. So with that link, you send the click to the business listing page for the business you prospect. So that is for each business is different. But since Business Directory is linked to Instant Reply or SendEagle, we are able to make a unique link to it, and that link goes to that related business listing what needs to get claimed. So the business listing is, the link goes to the business listing. The business owners sees, yeah, it is not complete, but it's my business, and they click on claim. Now, when they click on claim, they're going to log in and they're going to update their business listing. So they feel that they see I need to update the business list. So it's my business. It's not 100% complete and maybe not 100% correct, and they will update the business listing. And then once they have done it, we give them an option to list a business on a preferred business listing place. So that will help for them or for you to have them paid, because everybody wants to get displayed on the top. So if they select a paid plan, then the next screen is, of course, to check out and ask the credit card or the PayPal information. So if you want to, we go over now the same, but then how the screens looks like. So in the customized email, okay, you see here that link, go here. And when you see this symbol, okay, this symbol, that is where you put the define that token what goes to the related business listing. Okay, the link goes to the business listing, but it's not complete. They see this their business, they want to make sure it is correct. So they click on the button claim that listing. And now when they click on claim the listing, they go to log in the backend. That's of course, it's natural, okay? You want to have that protected for that business. They log in and they go to redirect to the business listing information. And now they're going to update the business information with a real name, with a real email, with all kind of information, okay? And then once they've done it, they're going to ask to update their plan. And you can offer a free plan, but you can also offer a preferred listing plan where you offer, display their information on the home page, on the detail page, on the list page, whatever you want. Okay, but once they select a paid plan, guess what? We're going to redirect them to the payment information for asking the credit card and payment. And that is kind of the process. It's simple, correct? It is just very simple. So in the email, you create a link. The link goes to their business listing and they click on claim listing. Now, when they click on claim listing, they're going to log in the back end of the business directory. They're going to update the business listing, and now they're going to redirect to the plan screen where they select the paid plan and ask for the business directory. So that is in a nutshell how it works. It's simple, correct? Now, we created for every step in the process a PDF. So let me show you where to find these PDFs, and we will go over them. So when you go to jackhobbin.com, you go to tutorials, and then you have the menu business directory link, okay? And then you see, actually 6 now, business directory. So getting started, monetizing, related to leads, emails, client getting, export to SendEagle, and export to instant reply. So when you click on that button, okay, we go over each part of section. Now I want to see if I can bring Arlene into it, so we go together over it, because actually Arlene created all of this, okay? So let's see if I can bring Arlene into this. Arlene, we should be able to hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me all right?
You sounds really good today. So
okay.
I think you created all those PDFs, so I can show my screen, and maybe you can speak a little bit to it, and I can help you as well as needed. So
okay.
Do you see
right.
the part
yes.
one?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for part one, like Jack said, it's just the basic setup stuff. It kind of goes over what you'd start with is to get a domain name, and then that's what creates the you buy the domain name inside of WP Gateway, which automatically creates your business directory listing. And also, if you have a domain name already that you want to use, you can do that, but it's a little bit more difficult process, but it's all explained in there to do it either way.
Yes, so you have the option to buy a domain name, and that is a one-click process. Or if you already have a domain name, you select the second option is transfer existing, and then in the document it describes that you have to update the A record. So there's a kind of a little bit more work involved in it, but it's possible.
Okay, and then let's see. Then it's going to go ahead and talk about once you've gotten your domain name and all the details there. The next thing it's going to cover is once you're business directory is active, then it shows you how to add some niches to it.
Yeah. So when the domain name is ordered or your domain name is linked, the gateway recognizes, hey, your domain name is active. We can install your business directory on it. So it takes about maximum a day. And once that is installed, you will get the login information, and you can just click on open the plus sign. You see the login information, and click on this login. And once we are logged in, now we go in the back end of the business directory, and then we go to do the setup. Correct?
Correct. Okay. So yeah, and this document, the part 1 that we're looking at right now, shows all of the different things too that are in just an overview, of what's in each one of the tabs. Like there's a tab that says niches, so that's explained here in the niches view, and dashboard view, that's what we were already working with at the beginning. And then so you decide what niches you want.
Yes. So those niches which are in the current business directory, they are just examples. This is an example. You can just put your own niche in it. And if it is handy to put for each niche, let's say category, maybe we should say category, each category a different name. So you cannot put 10 different doctors under one niche if you don't want to put them all together. Normally you want to show on your business directory different doctors groups, and then you create also different niches, different doctor group niches.
Mm-hmm. All right, like chiropractors, eye doctors,
correct,
whatever.
That is,
yes.
Those are all separate niches. So dentist, chiropractor, whatever, eye doctor,
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then it just talks a little bit about putting an icon for each one.
Yeah, so it shows better when you put an icon for each niche, so it will show professional on the front end. And you can just Google it, go to google.com, enter the name of the niche, and then add the word icon, and look at Google Images, see if there's an icon you like, okay?
Okay, and then I think after the niches part, it says something about, the listings, and that's pretty much just an overview of what the listings are about, because the other documents are going to tell more detail of how you do it, but it just kind of gives the nutshell version.
Correct.
In this document.
Yeah, so you create the niches, and actually we already uploaded some business listings, and then it is in pencil and you can upload the details, but that is kind of a quick overview. In the next document we will show you how to upload a business listing easily.
Right. And then I believe it's after the listings is done here, then it just keeps going through the rest of the tabs, what each one covers.
Yeah, so
it does show how to add a business listing manually if you want to.
Yeah, upload the CSV file or manually, and we'll also show later on a more advanced way, and those are all the fields you can use to complete the business listing.
Okay, right, yeah. Okay, so now this part is just showing the different tabs, the clients tab, what you're going to see in there, and it shows how to, kind of the nutshell version of how to register if a client comes to your page and wants to register themselves, they can do that. And then you can also add one yourself manually.
Correct.
That's in addition to if they claim their listing. That's the other way that they can get in there.
Yeah, so they can come to the business listing and just use the register link, or they find via prospecting the business listing, they click on claim, and then they come into the business listing.
Mm-hmm. And theoretically, if somebody ever finds your directory and you didn't already put them in there, you know, there's no listing for them to claim, they can register themselves.
Yeah. And so those plans are just examples, and you should update your own plan, okay? And how a business can claim his business. Claim listing, so they come either via natural search on the claim listing, or they go via link in the email to the claim business listing. They click on it, they log in, okay, and then they go to first the business listing page, and then they go to redirect to the plan screen. That's the new way.
Right.
And then after the plan screen, they go to the payment gateway.
Mm-hmm. So this is where you would have to set up your payment gateway so that they can actually, so you can take the payment.
Yeah, so inside your business directory, under account, you will find payment gateway. And now, when you add either your Stripe or your Authorize or PayPal info, now you're able to receive payments. And then those plan screens make sense. So once a client logs in, either via register or claim listing, they can select the plan and you can get paid. And if you already have the setup in the Gateway or Nansen Bank, which are other products, you can just fetch from those accounts, because it knows, you know, via your email what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the marketing view, so that you can link, you know, when they go in your business directory, you want to be able to collect those leads and send them to SendEagle or Instant Reply. Okay, and then here is a quick overview for linking SendEagle or Instant Reply with the business directory. But we create a separate document for this, so we will go in more detail about this. And here's actually where to get the API key. Okay, and that is how each review looks. So as you can see, we have coupons. Actually, this is actually, I really like this, because coupon worked 10 years ago, coupon works still in this digital time, and coupon still will work the next 10 years. So coupon is just what people like and to use to get some discount. And for you, and also for the business, is a nice way to offer that solution. You can just click on add coupon, okay, fill in the details, it's easy, and then either you upload an image or just text, and then later on we will show how it looks on the front end. Okay, and then you have those mailer settings, but it's kind of linking business directory with SendEagle. Okay, and then or you can use your own. Let's say you don't want to use the server to send emails, but you want to use your SMTP or your SMS or your SendGrid. You can just add this information. And this is the front view. Oh, okay. Maybe you can speak to this, Arlene.
Oh, well, let's see. Yeah, I mean, it just says you can manage your settings there. Oh, right. Okay, so it's everything that needs to be on the front end of your site. Mm-hmm.
So you can upload your own logo, your own banner, okay, your own header image, so you can customize the business listing to your like. And those are all the settings: the site name for the SEO, the site keyword, the site description, the phone number, Google Analytics tracking ID, analytics code, Facebook ID, Twitter ID. So Okay,
Mm.
and then you have the contact information, which you will fill out how they can contact you, and then there's even a blog page for the SEO. Okay, and then you can manage. There's also customized setting for how to name those fields. And then I really like this part is there are 10 pre-done templates which you can use to customize your business directory. Select the business directory format to your like. You just click on it, you see if you like it, and then you choose the template to your like. Okay. Then you have the management pages, the privacy policy, the terms, how it works. You want to edit them and kind of customize to your like. Okay. Now, okay. So this is the quick start. So how long would it take to do this? The quick start, order domain name, okay, and fill out some basic information. I think 2 hours. Yeah, but it after the order domain name it takes longer to that is propagated. But if you see the real work time, you just print it out, or you have it in other window to getting started. And this is kind of the basic setup. Okay, once you do this, kind of you're ready to either upload business listing leads or export business listing leads. Now somebody asked me where can I find those PDFs. So if you go to jackhopman.com, so well, you should kind of bookmark it and have it now, but I will put it in your chat. Okay, and then there's a link, tutorials, and then under tutorials see new business directory. Okay, and then you see all those PDFs which are kind of they just uploaded to date, so they are really up to date. And then you have those those training sessions which we do now, so those is also listed here. So
Right.
we just finished the getting started, and let's now do monetizing leads. Okay.
Right.
So
and Jack, let me mention something too while you're talking about how they just got uploaded. Probably anybody that already downloaded some of them, you want to do it over again, if nothing else, just because, I mean, most of the details didn't change, just a few little tiny tweaks where I might have worded something a little more clearly, but the titles, we actually kind of changed how the titles are listed. So it makes it easier to know what's in each one.
Yeah, and they are logical numbered. So you just go to 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you use Sandigo for prospecting, you study on 5, and if you use instant reply, you use PDF 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you just go over every step, and then you're in business. So part number 2 is monetizing leads. Okay, so the strategy is actually you want either to go in a geographical area, in a city, let's say all medical niches, or you say, I want only concentrate on dentist, and then you say, I create a dentist business directory for Florida, for example. And then you upload all the dentists for Florida. So it's either one of those. And you can also do other monetizing ideas that you are part of an organization, like a church, and then of a school or whatever, and then you upload all the business related to that organization. And now members of that organization, they can go to that business directory and support, see, and they can look up if there's a business related to in their business community, and then see if it is a fit. So that really works, I think. Yeah, when I was part of a church, actually the pastor organized a meal, a lunch. I didn't know that until I was part of it, and he connected business owners with each other, and they used my service to help their marketing. So I think they still exist. And so upload business list to have an email address, export leads to send eagle instant reply or bot. Okay, ask the lead to claim and verify the free listing, and then upsell them to a paid listing. So kind of you want to create 3 lists, so free listing, claimed listing, and a paid listing. Okay, then getting business listing into your directory. So there are several ways you can do manually. You can upload via CSV file, that was discussed in the getting started. And now the most easiest way is to use Lead Finder Cloud. Okay, and Lead Finder Cloud, sometimes I offer a bonus that you can get 5,000 leads for free. So you can get 5,000 leads into your business directory in a couple of clicks. So how that works is you log in Lead Finder Jack, you say I want all leads in Florida, okay, in one niche and in one city and one niche, and then you select them, and then in the background it's going to collect that information, and once it has collected that information, you can say I want only business directories on the business listing who have an email, because I'm going to export it either to Instant Reply or to SendEagle and prospect them via an email with a special link. So if they click on it, they going to go to their business listing and they can claim it. They can update the business listing. Then they go to the plan screen and then they add the payment information. Okay, so you filter on email yes. Okay, then you go to you can do the campaign cleaner if you really want to say I want only make sure that my leads are very targeted. Okay, that's optional. Then you can say I want to export to business directory. You see this button should show up in your account. Not everybody has it, but if you have the business directory, we will show that button, and then you can export it to the business directory. First, it will ask your email and your password, so it get linked to your business directory, and then you need to select the niche. So you want to make sure your niche is created. Then in Lead Finder Jack, you're going to collect the leads for your niche, and you have, if you have 10 niches, you have to create 10 campaigns and export 10 times. If it doesn't matter, like say all niches in a certain city, then you kind of your niches, all niches. It's not a dedicated niche. But typically you create niches and then you create the campaign and you export it per campaign to a certain niche. Okay, you select the niche, and simple, you click on export. And now in the background, so it cannot push 5,000 leads at once. Okay, in the background it gets export a couple of hundred each hour, and so in the night time the business listing will get updated either in SendEagle or Instant Reply. And then this is something what you see, then the map is showing, okay, and it will have that claimed button. So what have we done so far? We collected the lead inside Lead Finder Cloud. We say we only want leads with an email address because that makes it easy for us to prospect those leads. Okay, we export it to the business directory. Okay, and then now in the business directory is filled with business listings, which you now can use to prospect. So there was there's a lot to consume, I understand. Are you following us? Are you guys following all those steps? So you do the quick setup, okay? Then you can collect the leads inside Lead Finder Cloud, and you export them either to SendEagle or to Instant Reply. Okay? So I see no new questions, so we're good. Then once Yeah, once the leads are in the business directory, you can export it to SendEagle and in Supply, but we have created a dedicated document for it, so we'll use that new document once we are there, okay? So upselling, okay, let's say do a math, 5,000 business listing, okay, I find your directory 1% respond to the upgrade is 50 business listing, won't paying you for a preferred listing, okay? So that should not be too hard, okay? I don't know, as an additional note, it's possible that you're going to list it very high in Google. Yes, it is. So, if you remember in the previous document, there were some SEO settings. I have to look it back, but it's kind of same screen. You want to make sure your business directory has the correct keywords and the site description in order to get ranked on Google. Okay, so what is the next step? And actually, the next step is emailing. Okay, so we go back to jackcommon.com and then we go to monetize emails. You just click on the button, and if you've already done that, do it again, because we always update those PDFs. Okay, so we do a quick review so far. Duplicate your domain name, business directory dashboard, set up at least one niche. Okay, log in to Lead Finder Jack, research companies in your niche, and filter on email yes, and export the leads to your business directory. Okay, so that is what we just did. Now you're going to business directory, you can click on here, you can log in easily. Okay, and then you can add niche, export to Lead Finder Jack. Okay, select the niche, and that is kind of to get started. Now we are where we want to be for this document, is emailing. Okay, so for good emails, an email needs to kind of have three elements. It needs to have a subject line what get opened. So if you use a subject line but hardly get opened, is a problem, correct? Because if you don't open the email, they will never click on the link. The second is the body, so the content in the body needs to lead to an action. And the action is that they click on a link. So that you are cold prospected, they don't expect you. So you want to describe the reason why you're emailing them and make sure that they like to click on the link to go to your business directory. And then from there, the process will continue that they want to claim the listing. Okay, so here are some examples of subject lines. Okay, and this is the email. It's kind of describes, hi, this is name, that is your name. Okay, and that is your directory name. You can give it a name, and then here we describe what is included in the business. And we just say, okay, this is all the information you can provide, you can show on the business directory to tell about your business. Okay, and then we say for claiming there is no cost involved. It is, claiming is free. And then we say why they want to do it. That is why. Okay, you will be visible in Google. Okay, when somebody searches for your listing, they can find you on Google. And then here comes the magic. Okay, that is what is the link. And now they go to the business listing, what needs to get claimed. And when they click on the claim button, they're going to log in the business directory. They're going to update the business listing, because the business listing is not 100% perfect. Then they're going to redirect to the plan screen. They select the plan depending on, if they want to get visibility or they just want to compete with other business listings. And then we ask the payment information. So that is your name and your company name. Okay, and then we have some follow-up emails. So maybe the first email didn't get opened or didn't get resolved. We send them a series of emails, and then we can just use the word bump to get higher in you know, in the email system in Gmail. Okay, and even email number 3. Now we send 3 emails. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, and how put the message into SendEagle. So now you get kind of the training how SendEagle works. We will do the same for instant reply later on. Okay, so we go to email, create email. Okay, you give it a name, the subject line which are shown above, and then you write the email. Okay, then you want to find a token, the business listing URL, go here. But not only that, you need to have this sign. I don't know how you call that sign, but it's kind of in key.
It's supposed to look like a link, I guess.
Yeah, this is a link.
Sort of like
but I don't know
links of a chain. So I don't know.
Yeah, a chain. I was looking for that word, chain. Okay, so you click on that. Okay, you click on that chain, and then you put that short code in it. See the short code here? Okay, you put a short code inside that chain. Okay, you see the short code? That is the whole trick. So you go here, we'll have that short code of this. So this is an important step. This is kind of, you never see that anywhere else, because now there's a dedicated link for that business to claim the business listing. So you want to use this shortcode. Okay, and I think somewhere we should list it just here, because a shortcode, did we? This is how to find it. And we should just say this business listing should go here. So this kind, you can see it here. Okay, and then you can put it in that screen. And now when I click on the link, it goes to their business listing. Okay, of course, not of course, but you also want to make sure you highlight all the text and you put Arial and a size 14 to get a nice font. Okay, and then you do a test email, and then later on we will show how to link it to the list which you exported from the business directory into SendEagle, or in the business directory into instant reply. Okay, so, and there's an easier way. Did we discuss how to import those emails? So I think that was on the end, correct?
It's coming up. It's at the very end.
Import those messages into SendEagle. Yeah. So you kind of see the manual method, but now you also see the nice method. And the nice method is you can just insert those emails, those 3 emails, via special code. Okay. So you go to email templates, and enter the code. And the code is 3RGRZ8. Okay, it's in the document. Enter that code and click on import email template. And now those 3 emails, they get imported in your SendEagle account, and you can use that as a starting point. No, not as a starting point. Yeah, as a starting point for your emails. Okay, you want to customize, you want to put your name and your business directory name, all those yellow highlighted fields. Okay, you want to make sure it is your info, but everything else is ready. Okay, makes sense? Any question about this?
And I'd like to mention too, Jack, that this entire document was based pretty much on one webinar that you did that you called How to Email Like a Boss. And I've got the link to that webinar right up at the top of the document too, in case they want to watch that.
Yeah, and also the webinar, remember, is Home, Tutorials, New Business Directory, and all those good webinars are listed here. So if you say, I want to listen to a webinar, okay, I like, besides the PDF, I like to see it in real life, you can go to those videos. Okay, make sense? So what is next? So now that's next, okay, is getting clients. Okay, so now you have those business listings, and now we want to we have those emails, and now the next step is not the least important, is how to get the clients. Okay, so part number 4, the clients, getting clients. Okay, Clients, plans, you want to make sure those numbers are just example, okay? You want to put your values in it, okay? And then you show those sign up costs or monthly costs, okay? Listing costs. You can create your own listing, your plans, and you can add them to your like, okay? There's plenty of room up the plan description, yes. So to create an initial plan, there needs to be two ways, okay? You clone an existing plan or you add a new plan. I typically do cloning a lot and just make the change I like, okay? And then you give the name, claim, and now you can also do a coupon plan if they want to offer or focus on coupons for a special plan. Okay, this is just how to customize, how to edit a plan or to add a plan, okay? Simple, just follow. You don't need that document, it's so you just clients, okay, and plan, it's simple. It is very intuitive. Okay, then the initial charge, if it is a free plan, okay. I would probably claim as a free plan, I would upsell them to a preferred listing. So what will your clients see? They see customized link, and that is where the magic happens by email. They text to the business listing, they see the button claim, they log in, okay, they update the business listing, they upgrade to the preferred listing, and now they going to check it out, okay. So here's again, the link is customized via that chain icon, and you put that token into it, okay. Then I link it to the business listing, they click on that button, they're going to ask to log in, okay, they update the business information, they're going to redirect to the plan screen, and then they're going to ask for update the payment information. So that looks very natural. It flows logically. Okay? There is just more details about the business information and how the screens looks, how to update the business listing. Okay? So the plan screen, I think it's just a recap of what. There's just a recap what
I think that's from the how it looks to the customer, to the client.
So that's the screen what they will see. Okay, so you have an ID what they see. Okay, and then they upload the PayPal and get the payment information, credit card or PayPal. Okay, and then you can even if they have coupon as a part of the plan setting, they can just create the coupon. Okay, that is how the invoice looks of the invoice, but the payment transaction looks like. Okay, so you just get a very good idea what you see, and you get a good idea what the prospect see. So that is, and actually I was happy now. This is how those professional coupon looks like. Okay, that is on the top of the business listing. That is, and we have such one on the bottom of the business listing, and we have one on the right side of the business listing. And those are very easy to create. And then the website visitor can either print them or email them. To claim them, so they say I want to claim them, they can just email to themselves or print them, and I can take to the business listing. Okay. So any question about that? Because now we yeah.
Don't leave that document yet. Isn't there one more part about the whole client gaining funnel, or did we already pass?
We already covered that.
Oh, I guess we did cover it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, kind of, we created two new documents, but specifically, if you say Jack, and I got those questions in support, how do I export leads from the business web to SendEagle, or how do I export leads to Instant Reply? So we created dedicated documents to it. Okay, let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, you create the list, because if you don't have a list, you cannot export them. Okay, So you need to kind of create 3 lists, I think. The free listing, the claimed listing, the paid listing, and the subscribers. So 4 lists. Okay. You create 4 lists. Okay, which are shown here in the backend of Sandeagle. And then what you do is this is how to create a list. Okay, in Sandeagle, but it's very intuitive. But I wanted to show is in the business directory the linking. Okay, so here's where you get the API key. You need the API key, you need the company number, and you need the API key, and that will be used inside the business directory to get linked. I think we already skipped that. So somewhere there should be a screen where to click on company you need to select. I think we skipped one screen where it shows inside the business listing where to get that, where to fill out that information, because here
I think it may be coming up below here. I'm not sure.
okay.
It's been a while since I originally wrote these.
Okay, this is the templates. It is. So let me go back to, I think it was monetizing emails.
Oh, it goes with number 2. Both of these go with number 2. It's just the details from the from either Sandeagle or for instant reply, but it's kind of covered in number 2. What they do with it. Be further up.
Up.
Yeah.
Okay, I was looking for this screen. Okay, inside the business directory, either you can link to Sandeagle or instant reply. Okay, you see those buttons, link with Sandeagle or link with instant reply. If you click on link with Sandeagle, and now let's go to here, okay, it will ask the API key and yeah, it will ask the this screen, okay? It will ask the API key and it will company ID. Now, when you have entered that information, okay, now you can link the list, okay? So the step is, okay, now I get mixed up a little bit. Now you can get the step is those 2 buttons. Where are you guys? Okay.
Up quite a ways.
Okay,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Inside the business directory, you see, you click on that button, okay, and now you going to add. 1 second, let me close this. You're going to add the API key and the company ID, and then you're going to link the list. And now it's kind of simple. Once those are linked, okay, you're going to you see that the list is filling here already. You're going to create those emails, and with those emails, remember, you have a code, and that code will help you so you can select a template. So when you see here to create the email template, okay, those are already, of those emails are already shown. Okay, make sense? The clue is, you see those buttons in the business directory. Either you click on link with Sandeagle or link instant reply. You need the API key and the business number, and you need to have created those 3 lists. And now you can link them with the API key, with the company number, and each list. Now the good thing is that in the business directory you have all those 6 documents, which describes each step. So you should not have problems to find the answer. So you can just go with getting started, monetizing related to leads, monetizing related to emails, getting clients, and then we have a dedicated document for export to Sandeagle or export to instant reply. Okay? You create the 4 list for both methods. Now, the 1, 2, 3, 4, is kind of almost the same. Okay, for instant reply it's a little bit different, but once you are, if you're an instant reply member, I will cover that in the instant reply training, and actually the next one is tomorrow. Okay, now, truth to be told, there is some homework for you to do. Okay, there is some setup work for you to do. Okay, you have to log in Lead Finder Cloud to find the leads to export them. Okay, there needs to be some work, to setup work. But the beauty for it, it's kind of all the work what you do now is good for next month, is good for next year, you know, it's good for years to come. So you better put some work in it, correct? Make sense? So any questions? Jack Black asks, I kind of cash strapped at the moment. Can I use Amazon SES? Yes, you can. Yes, you can link your own SMTP. Okay, you just export the emails to your preferred email system. If you have an Amazon SES account, that would be good. Okay, but then there's some more work for you. You have to download the leads, okay, and you have to email them. So it's not kind of an automated thing, but you can. So what you want to do in the business directory, in the Lead Finder Cloud, where or in the business directory, you want to download the CSV for those business listing, and then you upload those CSV in your emailing program. But that, you know, it's possible. It's a little bit harder work, more work. It's not so fluent. That is just the easy way. And the SendEagle and Instant Reply has that customized link. So the programs work well together. Now, when you scroll down on Jack Hoban tutorials, okay, when you scroll down to the bottom, you see example websites. So let me click on some. Okay, so that is a business directory. Example number 1 has a nice image, nice categories. Okay, AC repair, barber, cleaning. Okay, so and then view all. I have a nice index on the left. Okay, view the details. Okay, so it has a nice, very professional look and feel. Now I have to go back because it didn't open new tab, and then you can look up all those examples: demo 2, demo 3, demo 4. Okay, so demo 2 has another home page. Okay, click on the link, shows a big map, and then you're going to ask to claim the listing. The color of that button is can set to your like, the text can set to your like. Okay, then a whole other view, a nice image, call to action, the icons. You can click on view all, has the categories on the links. Okay, and then you're going to ask claim the listing, and this is just shown as a naked link. Okay, then the last one, it has a nice big image, view a listing, very easy. The icon is just a green circle with an image on it, view a listing. Okay, and then you're going to ask to claim the listing. Makes sense. So I don't think it takes more than a couple of hours to do the basic setup. And then when you use SendEagle or Instant Reply, it's easy to export the leads from the business directory to SendEagle or Instant Reply. Then the prospecting can start. Okay. Now, so one member created a really nice way how to get listed on the first page of Google. As a special bonus, you all get that when you sign up. We also work on some other things on the to-do list, like that it shows per page. You can show per page the description that will be done end of this week. And then on the to-do list is also the sitemap. So those are things coming. Okay, once that is done, you get automatic updates. So it's all, you don't need to do anything for the updates. We just update your business listing for you. Okay, Arthur said, in that case of medical, each of those specialties will appear in that vertical on the left. Yes, correct. That is a niche. Okay, those are niches, and that is a really good idea. So you just go per niche, per medical niche. So video, video integration per business listing, you can show a video. We already have that functionality. Okay, you can add a video per business on a business listing as info. Yeah, of course you can sell videos as an upgrade. Yes.
Jack, can you show us where that would go, where the video would show up?
It's part of the business listing info. I'm logging in my account. Then I go to business listing. Okay, it's loading all my business listing. And then you go to edit it. And there is the hours, the address, the website. And you see the YouTube link. Guys, see this? Here you can just add the YouTube link and it becomes part of the business listing. Okay. Oh, Ray said, I want to put a video on the home page. Yes, we can put that, put it on a to-do list, Ray. So in general video, to sell the service, yeah, we can put that on the to-do list, Ray. We will do that. Okay. So with that said, I want to thank all for your time. I want to thank Arlene for creating all those tutorials. And see you next week. Thank you so much.